I don't know, everyone obviously knows the merchandise website was taken down a few weeks ago. The decision was made to do that because of rumours that were being spread throughout the English Defence League by certain members of the English Defence League. I'll explain to you what the rumours were, who was spreading them, what they were trying and intending to do. And we need to look at what they were trying to do, not what they've done. John Snowy Shaw, as a lot of you will know, he started telling people, different leaders from different divisions, that I had made £160,000 out of English Defence League merchandise. One story he's told one person is that when he was in Luton at Kevin Carroll's court case, a local Luton lad came up to him and told him all this information, which he then began to spread around the English Defence League. But then he's told other leaders that he was at a Huddersfield division meeting and the landlord come down, and the landlord had an English Defence League top on. So when he went up to the landlord, he asked him, "Did you buy that from the English Defence League?" And the landlord said, "No, I didn't. My mate sent me it. My mate owns a bar in Thailand, the Dog's Bollocks, which is an ex-Chelsea headhunter hooligan who owns the bar. He sent me it because he does all Tommy Robinson's merchandise. He gets the t-shirts for £1 and the tops for £2. And so this is what Snowy's told people in different divisions up in the north of the country. I've looked into the make on these tops is unique. You can look it up yourself and check out yourself. They're made in Wirral. The company's offices are in London. They're made in Britain. They don't come from Thailand. They don't cost £1 or £2. And Snowy, when he apologised over this part of the rumours that he was spreading, he said he was manipulated and used by someone that told him this information, but yet he's told one lie, two lies, three lies about where the information's coming from. He's trying to pass the baton to different people, Granny Doris, all different people, Tony Williamson. He's blaming all different people for these lies that he's made up himself. And premeditated, he organised a meeting straight after the breadth demonstration. He handpicked who he invited. Leon McCreary wasn't invited, Andy Barry wasn't invited. Certain people weren't invited because they knew that they wouldn't tolerate what he was about to say. His motives for doing this was premeditated to split the EDL. Snowy had made his own merchandise website to sell merchandise. He lost £2,800 of English Defence League money when he organised the coach trips, and the truth is he did lose it. He didn't take it, but he messed up on organising the coaches, which lost us £2,800. Then he took £3,000 worth of English Defence League merchandise off myself on bail without paying for it to gradually pay, and he took it at cost price. So wristbands were £1, badges were £1, face masks were £6, and he took all this merchandise, of which he hasn't paid any money. He also, at a demo 4 or 5 months ago, because he was skint, 4 months ago, I actually gave him my bank card, my personal bank card, with my PIN code, and said, "Take yourself £300, borrow it, give me it back when you got your feet on the ground." Of which he hasn't paid me back. I haven't even had my bank card back. He also, Granny Doris was dealing with Alex and the Bandits CDs, which were sold on the website. There was £500 in the fund. He also took £500 for Granny Doris for the English Defence League CDs, which was to fund the start of him buying his merchandise. He then refused to pay it back, and when Alex asked him, he threatened to beat Alex up or break his neck or whatever, and went mad and put the blame on Alex. So the audacity of it is that he's taking merchandise, running around to different divisional meetings, selling his merchandise, and then he's going around spreading rumours about me making money on merchandise. Everything he's doing himself. Rumours which he's completely made up, it can be proven he's made them up. And if we didn't have loyal members in that room when he organised this meeting for all the leaders from the northern divisions, who basically told him to fuck off, and they had recordings of what he was saying. So when I rang him up, and he knew I had recordings of what he'd been saying. One of the other rumours that John Snowy Shaw was spreading around, and people who he's told these rumours to will know, because he's told them personally these rumours. He's told people that Kevin Carroll's daughter, who he's met twice, whose house he's been to, was a paid actress. A paid actress the black girl, I don't have to say her name, yeah, Kevin Carroll's daughter was a paid actress who was hired to pretend she was Kevin's daughter. Now, how low can someone go? He knows that's not the fact, but yet, in order to plant a seed so people have got a question over the leadership of the EDL, so that he can run off with his own little motives of earning a living and sponging off the EDL and sponging off people, that's what he was saying. Now, when the legal fund was set up to raise money for Leon and Snowy's solicitor fees to have Nick Freeman, one of the best solicitors in the country, Snowy, even when he got out of jail, he even rang up, keep the money, I don't want the EDL paying for my money, etc. And then all different divisions across the country had fundraisers to raise the money for the English Defence League legal fund to pay for solicitors, of which I stumped up my own money, £2.5 grand up front to pay for it. So it's all right, I'll get it back slowly, whether it be from donations or from what we make off the merchandise, and I'll get the money back. Now, some divisions, £800, £600, all these divisions had these fundraisers. Snowy took the money. The money didn't go to the fund. Snowy took it to live off. Now, he didn't work before he went in jail. He didn't work when he come out. It don't make no difference. He don't work. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't work, so he's taking money to live off rather than to pay for his legal fund. I thought about it, and I thought about these lies that he's spreading around about myself and Kevin. I felt sick, if I'm honest, sick about it, because I thought then that there's lads sitting in other cities up north who are looking at me like I'm some sort of prick, and that I'm making a living off the English Defence League, and everything we've put ourselves in the firing line, everything we're doing, I'll have death threats or fatwas or Millen Islam wanting to kill me, and I've got some muppet going around telling people I'm doing it to make fucking £5 off each top, and it's degrading that I'm even having to sit here and explain it. But I was going to let it lie, and then he's still at it now he's still at it. I saw after the Oldham demonstration that he organised, which he pre-organised to be his new group, until he was caught out doing what he was doing, spreading his bullshit around all the divisions. These lies and rumours that he's planting the seed in all these different divisional leaders' heads, so then when they go away to their divisions in their cities, they tell their members. This could have been so detrimental to this movement. It could have destroyed the movement, ripped the movement in two, which was his exact motives for doing it. He wanted to split the North from the South and the Midlands, which is what he's been trying to do with his little clique of people around him, Fred Berry, Chris Licence. All their statuses for the last 6 months have been aimed at that. And when they keep going on about the North, well, we have the real North contacting us. That is all the top divisions in the North who are getting so fed up when they keep branding them as the North, because the problem is not with the North. The problem is with John Snowy Shaw. It's with Chris Licence. It's with Tony Williamson. It's with the same people. Every argument that's happened, every friction, every division, every bit of chaos, every status that's attacking people, everything that breaks the code of conduct comes from the same 5 or 6 names. Now, Snowy did get on the roof of the mosque, and he did, and he was a legend for doing so. And before he went to prison, he was working for the English Defence League cause. Since he come out of prison, he's attacked anyone in our organisation who is moving us forward. The media team, the support group, anyone that does a lot of work and does a lot of work to move this movement forward and to put it on the map, he is attacked. And we have to, I question his motives for doing it. So he's attacking anyone that's supporting our movement, and he's taking money, stealing money, hasn't paid any of it. He's threatening to beat people up. It's causing mass division, and it can't. I was debating on what to do, and then when he done a 4-paragraph statement apologising, 1 paragraph was an apology. The other 3 paragraphs were about how great he is and about how super he is. And everyone put out, well done, it takes a true man to admit when he's wrong. And then Snowy's status was, I'm a man of honour and integrity. This was when he was holding secret meetings, taking money and causing mayhem and attempting to split this movement. Exactly what the UAF want, infiltrators want, exactly what is detrimental to this movement he was trying to do. Well, honour is not something you wear on your arm. Honour is something you carry in here. You carry it, you get your honour, you walk with it. You know you've got honour, you've stood up, you haven't run. You're making a stand against militant Islam, you're doing it for future generations. You don't need to shout about it, you don't need to tell people you've got it. Leon McCreary has got honour. Anyone would think it was only John Snowy Shaw that got on the roof of that mosque. We're not in the English Defence League to get pats on the backs. We're doing it because we want to do it. We don't want recognition for doing it, we don't care about recognition, we're doing it anyway. Now, who cares about John Snowy Shaw? This is the English Defence League. And when we shut that group, because it wasn't being used, we wanted to direct everyone to the fan page, which has over 30,000 members, John Snowy Shaw, went mental. And we explained to them, it's not being used. If new members come on and go on this Facebook group, they will see it's not being used. It looks like we're not active, because the one person's complaining. The code of conduct, when we put the code of conduct out, 30,000 members. One person kicked off, went mental, complained, John Snowy Shaw. Constantly, we have been fighting for the last 6 months, all to do with these. And because John Snowy Shaw got on the roof of the mosque, it was a bit not what we didn't want the confrontation. I really at first had a lot of respect for Snowy. Everyone says he's a true patriot. Yes, he does go to every single divisional meeting. Is he not selling merchandise to everyone in the divisional meetings? Has he not worked since he started the EDL? Is he not living off the EDL? That's the basis of it. That's what he's doing. That's why he's driving these divisional meetings. That's why he wanted to split the North, so he could become the leader of the Northern English Defence League. I think he had the name, the Infidels, whatever. Well, this has got to be done now. We've got to move forwards. We have to have a break where we pick people who have constantly been detrimental to this movement. Chris Licence was an admin on the English Defence League Facebook group, and he signs 8-8 at the end of that. Heart Hitler. It's not being tolerated, it won't be tolerated. A lot of what you've done will not be tolerated. So, John Snowy Shaw, Tony Williamson, Granny Doris is at the centre. I know a lot of people ain't like to hear it either. At the centre of a lot of these rumour mills and this rumour spreading. Chris Licence and Fred Perry, you're not welcome within the EDL. And the thing is, I thought at first a lot of people, when we're talking about it, would be annoyed by this, but in fact, it's what everyone wants. Everyone in the North, the Midlands and the South have had enough of your constant divisional attempts. And anyone who doesn't like what I'm saying, you're welcome to follow the John Snowy Shaw show, whilst he can run around trying to make as much money as he wants, set up his own movement, whatever he wants to do, but you're not coming with the English Defence League anymore.